And so this is Christmas. É Natal, e se você achou que eu não faria o meu vídeo tradicional de Natal aqui no canal, você achou errado. Tenho o canal há 5 anos e há 5 anos eu faço um vídeo especial de Natal. E nesse ano eu perguntei pra vocês o que vocês queriam saber, se é algo mais de vocabulário ou de cultura, e vocês pediram cultura. Eu quero saber como é o Natal americano. E eu pensei, nossa, tem muita coisa que a gente pode falar sobre esse assunto. É claro que a gente sabe muita coisa sobre o Natal americano por causa dos filmes, né? Os filmes natalinos que a gente assiste aqui no Brasil, em sua maioria são americanos, mas tem alguns detalhes, aquela coisa da vida real que a gente talvez não saiba. Eu nunca passei o Natal nos Estados Unidos, mas se você acompanhava aqui o meu canal no ano passado, em dezembro do ano passado, eu estive em Nova York no começo de dezembro, então eu pude sentir o clima natalino nos Estados Unidos e que é muito presente. Assim, ó, a cidade está completamente enfeitada. Eu acho que uma das grandes diferenças é essa questão dos Christmas carols, que são as canções de Natal. Por onde tu anda na cidade, tem uma música natalina tocando, e eu amo Christmas carols. Eu tive a sorte de nevar quando eu tava lá, então foi a primeira vez que eu vi a neve, na verdade. E aí parece que tudo aquilo contribui para aquele Natal, aquele white Christmas, o Natal branquinho que nós brasileiros assistimos só pelos filmes, claro, mas que também os americanos torcem para que seja um White Christmas, eles torcem para que neve. Um outro ponto que eu posso destacar são as vitrines das lojas. Eles levam o negócio para um outro nível, assim. As vitrines das lojas de departamento em Nova York são incríveis. O clima é muito lindo. Eu pude ir pro Central Park e daí tinha aquelas pistas de patinação no gelo, né? A pista também estava tocando Christmas carols, então é tipo assim, gente, eu tô vivendo um sonho, eu tô dentro do filme e esqueceram de mim. Só que eu não passei a noite de Natal lá, então por isso, para tirar algumas dúvidas que eu mesma tenho sobre a noite de Natal e sobre o dia do Natal, eu vou falar com uma americana que eu conheci através do Cambly, que é uma plataforma na qual você pode fazer aulas de inglês com falantes nativos da língua. Eu sempre recomendo o Cambly aqui nos meus vídeos, porque é uma ótima forma de você praticar o seu inglês sem sair de casa, e com esse link aqui você faz 15 minutos de graça para experimentar. Então agora a gente vai continuar essa conversa em inglês, o que é bom para você praticar o seu listening, mas você pode ativar as legendas em português seguindo os passos que eu vou deixar aqui na descrição, alright? Hi Quita, welcome to English in Brazil.
Hi, Karina. It's good to see you again.
Quita, where are you from?
I'm from the U.S. I live in Georgia.
Okay, so I'm gonna share with you some facts about Christmas in Brazil, because it's different from the United States for a lot of reasons. Firstly, because the weather is very different. So in Brazil, Christmas is during summertime, so it's hot. Some people are at the beach. How different is this from your reality?
In Georgia, let's say, for instance, last week, it was 33 in the mornings, and then it was warmer in the evenings. But I know in a few weeks, it might be 33 all day. And for people who use
Fahrenheit,
Celsius,
right?
yes. At night, it'll get down to maybe between 0 and 5 degrees Celsius. I know many countries use Celsius instead. We use Fahrenheit. So it gets very cold at night. And even if I turn the heat up a lot in my house, it's still very cold.
So when you think of Christmas, what comes to your mind is like it's cold. Sometimes it's even snowing. Does it snow in Georgia?
Every few years we'll get snow. We don't get a lot of snow, but when we do, all the schools shut down so the kids can enjoy it. So up north, they still have to go to school. In the south, we have a snow day.
Okay, and let's talk about the Christmas tree. So in Brazil, we don't have a tradition of buying real Christmas tree. Maybe some people do, but not the majority of the population. For example, I have a fake Christmas tree right here. It's my first Christmas tree after I got married, so it's my own Christmas tree. Yeah. I used to have a very small one, but I'm so happy. So tell us about this tradition you have of buying real trees.
Yes. Well, when I grew up, we grew up with a fake tree. And so when I became an adult, I was like, I always want my kids to have a real tree. I'm making it a family tradition that we go and pick out our tree together, and then we'll come home and decorate it. So I've been doing that for the last 6 years with my nephew. So every year he has picked out my Christmas tree until this year when I can do it with my daughters.
And how do you do this? Do you go to a flower shop or you go to a forest? What do you do?
They have Christmas tree farms. So when you go there, they've already cut the trees. Some of them will have them on a stand, and they have them separated by height. So 6-foot trees, 8-foot trees, and then like 9 and up. So some people have very high ceilings. And this year I chose a 6-foot tree, but it looks like I could have gotten a 9-foot. And the smaller trees are between $30 and $50, and the big trees are around like $80.
How could you have Christmas without a Christmas tree, Mom?
And what is the main date at Christmas? Is it Christmas Eve or on the 25th of December?
Many families will open one gift on Christmas Eve, and then on Christmas Day, the rest of the family comes over and we open all the presents.
Okay, so the most important day is Christmas Day.
Christmas Day. Yes.
Okay.
Christmas morning, Christmas morning, Christmas morning.
I don't know if you guys will agree with me, but for me, the most important day is Christmas Eve in Brazil, because then we have a party, we have a special dinner, and we get together and we exchange our presents during Christmas Eve, at least in my family. Leave a comment down below if it's different in your family or if it's the same. So we have a special lunch.
In my family, I actually love to do Christmas breakfast because, of course, our moms will be cooking all day long. So I like to do like French toast, bacon, a full spread of Christmas breakfast for the kids because French toast is my favorite, and pancakes for my daughter. And we'll hang out around the tree. Sometimes we'll watch television and just let the kids play. And of course, we have to have eggnog. That's my daughter's favorite.
What's this eggnog?
It looks almost like chocolate milk, but a little lighter, and it has a thicker taste. And I have to get my friend's mom's recipe because she made the best eggnog of my life last year for Christmas. And I want to make a big picture of it this year for my parents and my nephews, my niece, and my kids.
But is it a Christmas tradition or you drink it like throughout the year? Okay, Christmas tradition.
Yeah, and we usually like the one that you can get from the store, of course, will be good for the kids, but the special one is for the adults, and we can spike it a little bit.
A little bit of alcohol. Okay.
Just a little bit.
This eggnog is terrible.
And what about gingerbread? Because it's also another tradition, right?
I think for me, like gingerbread cookies are best when they're fresh. So we like to get together. You can make the dough and then you roll it out. And there's actually a stamp to make the different shapes. And then you use frosting to make it look like the gingerbread boy.
And what about the gingerbread house?
Sometimes they'll have different little workshops where the kids can make gingerbread houses. I haven't done it with my kids yet, but if you make the gingerbread house, some people will just put them on display, but of course we will dismantle it and eat it if it's a fresh gingerbread house.
Oh, a gingerbread house.
All right, and you were talking about Christmas morning. And tell me about this pajama thing. Do you wear a special type of pajamas or is it a myth?
Well, we don't. We've actually never done that in my family. There's no special Christmas pajamas, but I know a lot of people do because I'll get Christmas cards with the whole family in their Christmas pajamas, and I'm like, that's really cute. But we've never done it. We actually were planning to dress up as like Stitch from Lilo and Stitch this year and each be a different color and take pictures in front of our tree.
When I was 5 years old, I had these Spider-Man pajamas.
Oh my, yeah, so this family picture is another tradition that we don't have in Brazil. Tell us about this tradition.
Every year, people will take Christmas photos. So sometimes they'll go out to different light shows. It's not the same exact picture over and over again. So one at a light show, one in front of your house, one in front of your Christmas tree. But every picture is Christmas themed. And they make a collage onto a card and mail it out to your family and friends. I just made mine this morning.
Oh, so do you still send Christmas cards?
Yes.
But do you think this is something that you do or most Americans still do it?
Most Americans still do it because it's cute. And how often do you get something in the mail that's not a bill or an advertisement like come get coupons for Burger King, and you get to see how your friends' children and your family members' children are growing up.
On the stairs for the Christmas picture.
And what about the Christmas sweaters?
For the people where New Year's Eve is the big day. They will have ugly sweater Christmas parties, and all your family and friends will get together, and then they'll compete to see who has the ugliest Christmas sweater, and maybe that person will win a special present for having the ugliest sweater.
No one is wearing a Christmas sweater.
There are people who still consider Christmas Eve the most important day, right? So
Yes.
this is a tradition in your family. Okay, so it's not like the rule.
Right. Some people like to have big Christmas parties. I don't normally have a Christmas party because most of my family lives 3 hours away. So we haven't never had a big party at my house, but I'm hoping we will soon.
And what about Secret Santa?
Sometimes families and friends will do that instead of buying a lot of presents for each individual child, but everyone pull a name and set a budget and go get a present for each other. And my daughter's school actually just did that. I think it was a $10 budget, and we went to go pick out presents for one of her friends in class.
So in English, Secret Santa, or Santa, de Santa Claus, de Papai Noel, é amigo secreto. A gente fala amigo secreto, não é secret friend, because the translation from Portuguese to English would be secret friend. That's how we say it. Yeah, but it's Secret Santa, right?
Yes.
Listen, I picked Monica for Secret Santa.
And what about Christmas ornaments and decorations? I've heard that you really take it seriously.
This year, actually, my daughter and I will be going to the mobile glass blowing studios again, and we actually learn how to take hot glass. We pick our own colors, roll it, and we blow our own ornaments. So last year we were competing. She beat me. Her ornament was much bigger than mine. And we also do different family ornaments. So I had my 2-year-old's handprint put on a special ornament to always remember, when she was 2. So even when she's 19, 20 years old, she will see that ornament on the tree of her 2-year-old hand. It's a great way to do memories.
Do you like these ornaments?
Do cities really prepare for Christmas, or they just don't care?
My city does. They actually block off the street to put up all the Christmas decorations. So all of the poles are wrapped in garland, wrapped in Christmas lights. As you come into town, you see lights all the way through downtown. And there's big snowflake lights put up in the air. So, and they built a 9-foot tree this year, and it's decorated. There's like fake presents there, so you can take family photos in front of that big tree.
And what about socks? Do they mean anything at Christmas?
Oh, yeah, we love to have different types of Christmas socks. And it's funny, every year at Christmas, my grandmother, when I was younger, would mail me socks as part of my present. So I always thought it was cute. And my daughter had on some socks the other day. I was like, hey, those are my Christmas socks from my grandma. She was like, oh yeah, I found them. So she sends like special fluffy socks. They're not like the regular socks. And it has padding so you can wear them in the house.
Socks? I think the reason why it's not a tradition in Brazil is obvious, because it's
hot
here. we don't need these fluffy socks in December, right?
Yes, you do not need socks.
And there's something else that I've also read about the American traditions. You guys buy a lot of presents. It's not just like, okay, it's just a gift per person. No, you buy lots of things. Is it?
Oh, yes. Some people will start buying Christmas presents as early as January, as the stores have their big sales, because there's a sale around Mother's Day, Father's Day, 4th of July. There's a Labor Day sale. Thanksgiving, Black Friday is huge.
Excuse me, did you say January?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Because you have the New Year's sale. So after New Year's Day, there's a big sale. Some people will even start now, like right after Christmas, there's a sale. So they'll start buying presents for next year. So their kids will have a lot of stuff. This year, I started in August, and Toys R Us went out of business, and I loaded up on toys for my 2-year-old. And even now, I'm still buying stuff for my 15-year-old. So it's
How many gifts do you usually buy?
right now, I think we're at about 20 gifts per child.
What?
Yeah. I don't count the clothes because I just bought my youngest like 31 new things to put in her closet. So I'm not counting her clothes. So about 20 things per child. If I see something and I like it, I'm like, I just buy it.
Wow. So it's funny because you know what? I'm Brazilian, and we usually make jokes about, okay, I'm Brazilian, so I leave everything to the last minute.
Yeah.
And absolutely Brazilian because I haven't bought anything.
How about you open up one of those Christmas presents?
All right, so you were talking about eggnog and gingerbread, and I think there's something in Brazil that you don't have, but I'd like to check with you, which is panettone.
I've never heard of panettone.
Take a look at this.
Is that like fruitcake?
It's like a fruit cake, yeah, but it's just for Christmas. It's just for Christmas. Yeah, so I don't think it's a tradition in the USA, is it?
No.
I love Christmas!
Thanks for sharing.
Well, I would love to say Merry Christmas and also Happy New Year from the US and from me. I love all my Brazilian students at Cambly, so I hope to meet more of you soon.
Ai, gente, achei tão divertida essa conversa que até o tempo passou rápido aqui, porque eu adoro fazer essas comparações entre os países. É claro que o nosso Natal brasileiro não vai ser igual ao Natal americano, porque a gente mora num país tropical, né? É calor aqui. Mas eu acho que o que a gente tem em comum é essa coisa de... é o momento de ficar com a família, de a gente ter uma noite especial, ou então um dia especial, com união, com amor, esquecendo as diferenças que a gente tem, que isso é normal, em toda a família isso vai existir, e também um momento de solidariedade, sabe? Eu acho que o nosso espírito natalino traz isso, a solidariedade, a compaixão. So, Merry Christmas!